Hello everybody. Hey, I'm going to show you a little bit of this EcoFlow solar tracker. Sorry for my sniffles and stuff, I got a cold. So modifications I've done on this I did this when I first got it, realizing that they weren't going to work out properly. They have these two shafts here. Well, they had two welded down here as well, and they didn't line up very well. They would go on the outside of this, and a pin would go through. Really a chintzy way of putting it on there, I think, but for the price of this thing. But these are like knuckles for like lawnmower steering, or go-karts, or quad runners, or something like that. Yeah, they worked out really well. This is nice and solid in here, and they flow back and forth nice and smoothly. And so yeah, I cut those off and put those on both sides. Excellent modification if you could do something like that. And then this bar across here, going across, and that's the north-south bar. That thing would shake like crazy, and it's going to wallow out the hole that was in here. It was just a small pin, and yeah, it's pretty chintzy, and as you could tell, the thickness of this metal isn't that much, so after time that would have wore out. And let me turn some light on in here, and you can see inside there's a shaft going across, used as a shim. So that's all shimmed up on this thing, and then it's got bearings on the outside to ride on. These two bearings on them, and boy did that make a difference. I'll tell you what, you could tell that it's been rubbing here and stuff, so I figured that thing would be wore out and tore out. Now, for one thing that I don't know if I can modify, this space in here, by the time this thing drops down to south, it'll stop right there. And this time of year, this is December, and it won't line up with the sun because it's a lot lower. Now, if this could have been a little lower and this a little longer, where it could pull down a little further, that would have been great. You know, but yeah, it's pretty neat little system. Now I got 3 solar panels on here. They're real heavy, so it kind of sags on both ends. That's why I got those angle irons. I'm going to modify that a little bit. But it's only designed to hold like 6 small solar panels, so you want to keep that in mind if you get one, or if you build one. You know, just look at the system there. I mean, all you need is a pole to rock on, and then rock both these, and then another bar going across to rock back and forth to the east and south. I mean, east and south, to east and west. And then you got north and south here that'll rock that direction with dual actuators on it. Now you could buy this and actuators and stuff like that with the wind controller and everything on it. You can buy those. This is kind of hard to program. It's hard to explain a little bit, but it's all done in volts and in seconds. So, like wind speed, it doesn't say when it gets to 20 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, you know, go into flat mode. It doesn't say anything like that. It says volts. So 2 volts and more. You know, I don't know what the volts are yet. But if you go to a guy's channel, I believe it's Living in an Earthship. Guy's really good, man. He's got some pretty good stuff on there that explains some stuff as well. But yeah, just that to his. Now I had a couple numbers I had to change a little bit because I'm in Oregon, so direction and all that. It's like he had 32 seconds for going to west when it goes to flat, and it was almost flipping over to the right, to the west. It wasn't even flat. I had to go down to 12 just to get it to go flat. But yeah, it's a nice little system and everything. If you could build one of those, yeah, that'd be awesome. I live in a trailer park, so I don't have the equipment to do that. I would have done it. Of course, I didn't know much about it before then. But here's what I got it hooked up to. I got two 24-volt batteries. 24 volt 2000 watt inverter. And then I got the Rover solar charger. This is okay. A little easy to hook up and everything. Not much programming. I am having one problem when it overcharges. I can't figure out yet to turn that down. But and of course I got all these excuse me. All the whatchamacallits. Oh, just kicked on. Yeah, a little cloudy today, so it's not going to kick all the way over, but it's going to get what it can. Pulling 155 watts just sitting there on this cloudy day. 108 volts. Now this will go to 150 volts max input, and with my 24 volt batteries I can go up to, I think it was 1600 watts. So 12 volt batteries, you can only go up to like 800 and something watts, and that's about what that is 100 or 850 watts. And then this little box here, that's to convert the 24 volts down to 12 volts, so I can go over to the fuse box and start hooking up anything 12 volt. That solar tracker runs off 12 volt. And a little tester here gives you the amount of charge. That says 95, 98, and this says 100. What is it? That's the problem I'm kind of having, is getting exact temperatures. Now I cut some holes in the side of this box. Cut some holes in there, put some vents on them so rain won't get in there. And then I got three fans, computer fans, hooked up to a temperature controller that I could program each one of those fans. So like at 85 degrees, when it gets 85 degrees in here, and I've got a little sensor here, it'll kick on one of those fans and suck the air out. And then if it gets to 90, it's going to kick on the other fan. If it gets to 95, it'll kick on the other fan. So, and then when it gets down below those numbers, each one goes back off. But that is a neat little system there I figured out. I got a wire running inside for a plug-in box. Got 4 outlets in it. Works really well. there is my system. Some of you might have better ideas or better setup, but I did pretty good for myself. But alright, thank you guys. I hope those modifications help out too. Give some ideas before you get too deep into it. Alright, thanks, bye.